intro him back in here real quick. Hey, got my boy Jake on here. Key, welcome back. Part 2 with a bubble jacket.
I don't know, like, whether it's gonna be hot or cold. So.
Hey, so we about to get it. You ready? No, I'm gonna do it with you this time. All right. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, all right. Welcome back to another episode of Champagne Delight. You got my dog Jake with me.
Man, I appreciate you guys having me.
Jake. Key is back. Key, we missed you. You ain't seen you in a little minute. Welcome back to the trap.
That from everybody. Just kidding.
All right, cool. Because I ain't want to reach too far. It's Derek Quan back with it, man. Hey, we got a good topic today. Key was asking what the topic was. I wanted no prior context this time, just because I wanted raw and honest answers. What's the topic?
We're talking about Rizz. Rizzly bears. Who's the Rizzly bear?
We talking about Rizz. Do you need more context? Actually,
I need so much more context.
All right, cool. I'm glad you asked.
Stay in the house.
So, Rizz, short for charisma, right?
Okay.
So, a lot of times in the dating spaces, in the single communities, you know what I'm saying? You got to come up to people. You got to kind of shoot your shot. And everybody does that differently. Some people be in the DMs. Some people, or go I ain't gonna go too deep into how you get into it. I'm gonna let you say as much as you don't or do want to say. But the point I'm getting at is people approach others differently and people receive it differently. You know how you want to be approached by somebody come up to you. So we're gonna talk about it, I don't know who want to go first. Jake, go. Set the page.
Go ahead. What's your go-to like?
So look,
shot.
There's multiple type of shots. Cause look.
Okay.
So check this out. You could be, sometimes you might see somebody in person, online. So you can't go about each the same way.
So let's talk about online first.
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay.
You follow a shorty, she follows you back. You trying to slide.
Yeah. So automatically, say you don't follow them, they follow you back, like some photos, but you don't want to like them back to back. You want to let them follow you back, and then after you like their photos, if they like some photos back, you're in the door.
Okay. Now you in the function, and you about to slide. What's that motion?
Function?
What's that motion?
Now you seen it from all the way across, or be like standing next to each other.
So let's unpack this. Let's set you a scenario.
Set up the situation.
Here's a scenario, right?
Yeah.
You walk in. You done did your lap around the room. Now you done did your lap. You scope. It's like, oh, she pretty.
Right.
So you go over she over by the bar.
Right.
You go to get yourself a drink.
Right.
You go to get yourself a drink, and I'm gonna let you take it from there.
All right, man. So when you go up to somebody, of course you don't want to make it too awkward. You start making people feel awkward.
Definitely not.
You automatically getting shot down.
Definitely not. Yeah.
I make them feel safe.
Right. So you just asking normal questions. Of course you gotta know her name. How you gonna talk to somebody who don't know her name?
I do it all the time, but go ahead.
See, Quan, you're different. We gonna get into that later though.
Yeah, we gonna unpack that for real. Because that's a whole nother conversation in and of itself. Go ahead, my fault.
But yeah, of course you're gonna ask them. You're just gonna break the ice. Every conversation is gonna be different.
All right.
So some gonna be better than others. Sometimes you like to lead the conversation, but if she's real talkative,
Jake, you ain't saying right now. Listen, all right, boom, I got you. I'm gonna start this. If I'm coming up to you in person and I'm gonna approach you for real,
yeah.
My conversation is very simple. I don't speak to strangers. What's your name? You tell me your name. All right, cool. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna exchange information based off of how I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions that's gonna be very telling on whether or not that's gonna be somebody I need to pursue forward.
Right.
And the simple questions is, what do you do? And then after I get into what do you do, the question is gonna be, okay, what's some of the things that you like? And if you say, based off of what that is and how you respond to that, because, you can give me a very shallow answer and it's going to be very direct and dry.
Right.
And if it's dry, I know, I'm either going to read the room and say she not feeling me, or I'm going to read the room and say we just not on the same, level of communication, so I'm going to slide. But if it goes somewhere, then obviously I'm gonna be like, we should exchange contact information. Even after
Contact information.
I,
You are somebody's uncle,
bro. I'm somebody's uncle, and he sound like Doc Rivers. Anyways, but I'm saying like I'm not literally saying like we should exchange contact. I'm saying like I'm gonna get the Instagram, I'm gonna get the whatever the number, whatever the case may be, and it go from there. But like that's how I'm setting it up in person now. Okay. I'm not really I don't do well with DMs or nothing like that. Like
y'all both.
And I don't think a lot of girls like DMs like that.
There you go. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Like I would say, like if someone says something nice, like oh you're cute, you're beautiful, whatever, and depending on what type of female you are, you're like oh that was really nice or whatever. But like most women want an in-person interaction.
They want to be approached.
Come find me in person.
But what is
I feel like
approach me in person. But you can get at someone like through their DMs or whatever. It's just all about the conversation. Like if it's just oh you look so good, like. Okay.
I didn't get off.
I'm saying,
that's not doing nothing. And who are you?
A very direct conversation of like, I'm very into DMs. I'm very direct in the sense of like.
So do you have to be direct in the DMs? I guess basically off of what you saying.
I think so because a lot of women. I'm sure men get a lot of DMs too, but a lot of women get a lot of DMs, and they're.
So what you're saying is you got motion. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying anything, but they're the same. And so if you're not doing something different, if you're not direct, like why you hit me up? Who are you? What's really annoying is how's your day from a stranger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts.
Okay. I don't care about how your day is.
Why? I've just looked at them and been like, who are you?
So now that I got some context.
Okay.
See,
circle
we all
back.
need a little.
We're gonna circle back. And I really understand.
I got you though.
We got the conversation going. So look. It's always better to get straight to the point, especially if you're sliding in straight through the DMs. Oh, you don't want to drag the conversation out like weeks. You're going to get the first link. Because always in person is always better.
Not link.
First link, first day.
First link.
You got to take
no, at our age right now, we need, I feel like date.
You want
a link is like,
don't be putting words in. If he said first link, let him say first link.
But look, you don't want a text relationship. You're trying to see them in person.
Yeah.
So look,
definitely not.
You're trying to set up something so you can see how in-person vibes might be different from in the messages.
So can I? Well, you was about to say something.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm gonna say in the DMs at least. I think I'm very direct in mine. So it's one or two ways. I'm coming off rip hard, like you fine, you look nice. However, when are you free? When are you free? Like I'm trying to take you out to lunch. Dinner, whatever it may be,
right. Tomorrow.
Because when Shorty followed you, she knew. She looked at your profile and said, I would either entertain him or I wouldn't. She already knows.
Right.
Before you slide,
she already did the research. She already did the research.
Exactly. She knows the facts. She knows the
facts.
context.
It's very true.
But look,
very
you don't.
True.
You
look. You like.
Quan said go out to lunch.
So is that on a follow back as well as a follow? Or is that just if
I'll
you follow first? Is like if he slide. Then he can just be as open and direct as possible, or if he follow you and then you follow back, it's like okay. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Well, I feel like this is definitely something good to look at, but I'm really bad when it comes to social media. Like somebody, if they like my post or they're following me, I didn't know we were supposed to like post back, so I never really do that.
Well,
if you post something the next day, and maybe I'll like that now because obviously, okay, I see you follow me. Maybe I'll follow back, but I feel like direct is great. Direct and upfront, all that is great when you're in the DMs because it's like you said, we looked at the profile. We're like, I would talk to him. I would maybe meet up with him. But then again, I don't know. It's like you're scared though too. Like if you're like, let's go to lunch tomorrow. You're like, dang. Like what if this is a crazy person? Okay,
that's fair. So let me get into one of the, and I want to make sure I ask this the right way and I don't mess it up. But how much does for a man? Rizz, how far does that go for somebody over their physical appearance? Because I mean, a lot of times women will say like he just smooth. He might not be the cutest or but he just smooth. Like how much does that, what I'm saying, go into things?
A lot. A lot. Like you can look good. I mean, that's always a plus, but like the personality and how smooth you are is definitely important, but I will say you want to pay attention to that close if you're a woman, because I have definitely fell into some traps because I'm like, dang, he's just so smooth. Like, I know what he on. I know he's playing games, but
okay, and I think
he just
I think
so
you're making
smooth.
a good point.
Like,
you're making a good point.
He really worked hard for this.
Because some people, because some people got a mouthpiece on them, they can just talk crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say talk
Just
crazy, but
talk smooth.
They,
like
they
you like,
talk the right
dang, I
game.
know he
Let me
playing
ask you
games.
this then. Go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was saying yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Playing games?
No, my mouthpiece is crazy.
Okay.
Mouthpiece is crazy.
So what are you looking to hear? And maybe that's a deep question. Maybe that's something that's a little heavy. But I'm saying, like, what are some things that are going to be like, and on a first conversation, it's like, I think I want to have a second conversation with this guy. Outside of if he just got like the face card, you know what I'm saying? What are some things you're going to hear?
That's a good question. I feel like I'm trying to go back to sometimes.
So maybe we can circle around. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
By the time we get back, okay. So I think I made a point when I said, like, based off of what you say. If you say something to me when I ask you, like, what are some of the things that you like to do, what are you passionate about, whatever, things like that in a conversation. If those are things that are substantial, if those are things that are going to be like family oriented, or those are things that are going to be about, I guess, personal growth, or just things that kind of pertain to anything that I'm interested in. I'm interested in working out. I'm interested in, video editing. I love music. I love specific types of music. And if we hit off on like talking music, because I love talking music too, then it's like, okay, boom, we can connect. So when I'm hearing you, as far as what a woman's Rizz would kind of like resonate with me, it's gonna be those similarities. So I'm saying, like, what are some things that you would want to hear from a woman? And it's like, okay, boom, we're gonna have a second date or a second, interaction, whatever.
On the date or
no, just like first introduction, like you trying to see
general.
whether or not you're gonna even like, try and go out on and establish an initial date.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
my question is always, and I've told you this, my question is always like, what are you passionate about? I want to know what drives anybody to do anything, right? When you get into people's passions,
Right.
you know, like, why they do anything that they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's big ones. That's really my biggest one of just like, what are you passionate about?
I'm going, definitely. You want to see people have something that they're working towards and just not hanging around.
Yeah.
You don't want to. It's going because you don't want to be in a spot where you're like, making the decisions for them.
Yeah. I got goals I'm trying to achieve.
They need to be their own person.
You should be your own.
Be your own person.
Facts.
How much does that matter for you? Because like, why do they need to be their own person? Because I guess what I'm saying is a lot of times. I'm gonna just let you go. I'm not going.
So
dig into that
what you're saying, like you don't have to make decisions for somebody. You're not gonna be there all the time.
Facts.
So you don't want to be like at work and they're like blowing you up.
Mm-hmm.
What should I do with this? Like something random,
Facts.
like something that you feel like they can just figure out on their own.
Facts.
But see, I think women like for men to
what I was
figure
getting
things
at.
out for
That's
them.
what I was
Not
getting
like okay, and not in a way of like you're not. Because I feel like I'm pretty independent. I have my goals. If somebody were to ask me my passion though right now, I don't know if I could really answer that fully. Like
You're not
I
getting a
know.
date with me.
I know, right, done. But I know I could tell them, what I love, but I'm still trying to figure out like what, gets me going. I'm just a very ambitious person, so like I'm passionate about wanting to be successful, but
But that goes
women like to, in a way, we like to throw our mind out the window. Like you get a man and you're like, oh my God, thank goodness, like you just feel a little more secure. So you're like, hey, how do I do this? And it's not that you don't know how to. I think it's just like comforting knowing that somebody else is gonna like help you and they're gonna
yeah. So maybe it's not necessarily just doing saying it like how I was saying it. It's like they have their goals, like because like you said, you can't say what you want to do, but you're ambitious, so that goes a long way. You don't have to have a map.
Yeah.
And I also think something that I heard you say, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong if this is what you was trying to say, but like women like security and like finding a man that like provides that security. So like when you feel that you are attracted to someone, it's going to leave you more, or it's going to create a space for you to be more, you got it. Or like I just like I don't know what the word I'm looking for, selfless or giving or whatever the case may be. You're gonna be more on the line of saying like my man got it, or like wherever he say we want to go eat, that's where we gonna go eat type thing. Because that's okay.
And not that you have to do it all the time, right? Because nobody wants a woman. Well, some men do, but I feel like like educated men or just high value men, they don't want a woman that's just dumb.
That's
like you want to have a woman that knows how to add value to the
bringing value.
or,
not necessarily they're dumb, but bringing value. So if they're not bringing anything to the table, asking you everything.
Yeah, that's annoying, right? I can imagine.
I think for me, even beyond that of I don't like feeling like I'm somebody's world. Like when you say the point of you got their own stuff going on, their own passions, that's big for me because like just you should have things you care about behind me. You should have your own friends. Yeah. Right? I shouldn't be your only friend. I shouldn't be your only like person to talk to about every single thing. I should be the main person. But like if I'm not available, if I die tomorrow, like you should be able to have somebody to fall back on, right? Like I like to go out in the world and learn things and experience things, and I should be able to come back to you and you learn some things and experience some things. I said, baby, I learned this today. You should have something too that you learned today. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta want to grow.
I agree. You gotta like iron sharpens iron, and I feel like in that regard, as y'all being friends. But also boyfriend, girlfriend, potentially, because that's what I would imagine that's what you're going to be shooting shots for at that point, then that has to be a factor. Another thing I just thought about, too, how much does the physical play into somebody's Rizz? Because if somebody, how much does it matter? I'm not going to lie. It's been women that have approached me before, and it just wasn't it. It wasn't it. I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't it. And I like they was talking and like everything they was saying. I'm like, bruh, like you're gonna do great in life. Just not with me.
I think for men though, like y'all are more physical. Like y'all like what y'all see. I think it's a little harder for a woman's Rizz to like just win you over. But I think for women, because somebody asked me this, because typically, I feel like, I like someone who keeps up with their body or whatever, goes to the gym, works out, everything, all the way around. But they were like, would you date someone that was, like, out of shape? They don't work out, they're, like, big or whatever. And I was like, if he loves me, if he comes at me in a way where it's like, like, I just really can't deny, like, the personality, the vibe that he's giving, I'm going to be right there beside him. But I feel like a lot of women will be... and you see it a lot of times. Like so many women, people look at the man, and they're like, "Why is she with him?" They look, so different. But
I'll say though, and I've said this before, like countless times, like you shoot shots for multiple reasons. Let's be honest.
Definitely.
That's three. I'm not gonna speak for you. As men, we have shot shots to have sex.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We have.
I've never done that.
Yeah, a lot of women haven't.
I'm not.
But I'm gonna say like
it's respectable. It's respectable.
Only when speaking about like the appearance of it, like women are easy to date. It's easier to date. Listen, you know what I'm saying.
Be careful with that. Okay, go ahead.
It's easier to be ugly and get a date from a woman than it is to be ugly and get some sex from a woman.
I can see where he comes from.
Whereas a man...
Say that again.
So basically, if you're not an attractive man, you can get a date from a pretty woman. But if you're not an attractive man, it's hard to get sex from her.
These mimosas is whooping my ass. I can't listen to my head.
No, I was trying to...
Hear me out, though. You gotta hear both. You gotta hear both.
Come on.
As an ugly man, it's easier to get a date from a woman than it is to get sex from a woman. As a less attractive woman... it's easier to get sex from a man than it is to get a date from a man.
Okay, I'm here.
We're here. See what I'm saying there?
We're here.
So in that sense...
oh, that's right.
Yeah. I see she's saying like you can be rich and you can take anybody on a date if you got money. No matter how you
if you're rich, you can probably get, you can...
Yeah, so I don't know too many people that's not going to say no to just a date. With somebody that's got a lot of money.
You don't have nothing to lose at that point.
Like, a relationship, that's totally different. But you going to get his food paid for, I don't really see.
As a nigga, I don't know.
When you go on that date, though.
Talking about with a girl? If it was like the girl had bread?
Yeah. Ooh. Is she ugly?
I've never been in that situation. I've never been in that. Well,
and y'all gonna do it every time. A man gonna go on a date with a woman that got money and who doesn't look the best.
I'm not going.
And he's gonna do it.
I'm not going.
Whoa.
You going to the crib?
You said a man is going to go on a date with a woman that is ugly but has money.
Okay, I don't want to say ugly because I will say
she's not his type. She's not his type, but has money. That's what you're saying?
Yes, and a man will do it every time because they looking at. Or you know what? Let me not say a man. a guy that maybe isn't like who doesn't really have a lot of morals. Like some men love to kind of leech off a woman, and he wouldn't feel like he was leeching because she got money.
Here's what I'm saying though. Only reason I'm saying not a date is because at the end of the day, a lot of men are prideful and we have an ego. We don't want to be seen in public.
Not in public. You don't.
You
probably
right.
be in public. You'll be
so
like,
right.
Facts. Like now,
definitely
The one time you see somebody.
facts.
like, dang.
So that's what I'm
See
saying.
the girl you actually want, and you want to date with
Yeah,
someone.
and I feel like that's a whole nother. That's like more of a, anyways. But yeah, no. So would y'all say physicality or the like your aesthetic, your physical appearance plays into the Rizz?
100%.
Yeah.
And y'all
it
missed
does more for men than it does for women.
and y'all missed a valuable point
Well,
of Rizz in
Pause.
person. Rizz in person starts way before you speak to the shorty.
Rizz, hey,
It starts when you walk in the room. You see her, you scope, you do a lap.
Yeah.
gotta
Do a lap.
Gotta do
Do
nice
a
lap.
lap. You see what shorty in there?
Did you know
want-
about the lap? Did you know about
No.
the lap?
When they come in the room, they do a lap.
I
They
never
always
even
take a
paid
lap.
attention to
We're
it.
gonna give you
Yes.
some sauce.
Yes.
Right, let me know, because when I see a dude taking a lap,
when
I'm
men
gonna
come in
know.
the room, they gonna dap whoever they see immediately up. They gonna pay the little fee or whatever it is to get in if you got to pay the fee or whatever. Or you just gonna show your ID and get through the door. Once you do that though, you're gonna be like, I can't really see from here. If you can't see from there, if
Okay.
you can't see from there, if you can't see from wherever you standing.
You take the
You
lap.
just gonna kind of like move your way through the crowd, almost as if you're going to get a drink or you're going towards a destination.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you end up at the bar, you go to the bathroom, whatever the case may be, then you circle back and be like, all right, now it's time to go.
You gotta see the room. You gotta see the room. You
Let
gotta
me
see
see
the
what
whole
do
play.
women do.
Pass me the.
Women, we do try to get in a spot and like stand and see. Like I feel like we don't do anything discreet. We just look. We literally.
You don't think it's y'all think y'all do anything discreet?
We are not discreet at all. Like we will stand
know.
there and we'll be, and you'll walk past a group of women and they having a conversation like, "Girl, did you see him?"
No,
Look at him."
you're
Yeah,
right.
like
you're right.
we are not
You're
discreet
actually
at
right.
all.
As I said,
We are staring.
and I had to
at
tell you about that off camera, but yeah, you're one.
And I say-
Yeah, you see a man, you see men, y'all are literally like, girl, look at him, look at him. And now, mommy, I will say, I'm just a little more discreet because that's just my personality. So, like, I might see somebody and I'll mention it, like, after the club because your homegirls are always going to do the most. They're always going to do the most. So, I'll be like, yeah, I saw, like, that dude or something in there. But, yeah, women, we just be pointing and, you know, look at him. Or, like, he walked by, you're literally like this. And I'm like, that's...
We've gone places like our group.
I
Our
was
group.
saying, I had to
We
backtrack.
walk in,
I had
as
to
we're doing our
backtrack.
lap, you'll see the shorties like, you know,
I had to
I'm
backtrack.
walking.
Now,
Yeah,
men do
yeah.
this. Men, y'all, I will say, you'll see a man, his whole, like, he will follow you, head, body, everything. You like, dang, Lord, don't let him.
I give him the look.
I
Give him the
felt
side, I get it with
that.
it.
You're like, damn.
You got to be.
Gotta look at it twice. It's
Be,
twice.
yeah, be discreet. Like,
You gotta do a
just
double take. You gotta
I'm
do
down,
a fake
I'm
double
down.
take. You gotta.
I'm not like, I get so uncomfortable sometimes because I'm like, I just felt that so hard. Like, just, you know, just do a little glance.
I can see what
you
you're
know.
saying, like they're just following you, but they not.
But it's
saying
certain
nothing.
eye contact.
Yeah.
It's certain
And it's-
eye
But
contact.
she's saying like they following her around the room, but they not saying nothing.
Yeah, you like.
That's crazy.
That's weirdos.
It's
Like
it's
that.
a lot of men like that. It's a lot of men, and I don't call them weird because I feel like how you guys are talking about Rizz. Rizz is so much more important, I think, for men initially than it is for women.
Okay.
Because like I don't go up to men and approach them and be like, "Listen, you so cool, you so fine. Like I'm trying to get to know you." No, I don't. I've never done it. What do men think about women who go to the club and don't shake their
I think y'all stink.
Women that go to the club and don't shake their ass?
Why are you in the club if you're not going to pop ass?
Because I just
Yeah,
want to
sure.
look cute and just look.
No.
I do a little, you know,
The
two
club is designed
songs.
the club is designed for speed dating.
Yeah, 'cause you're not gonna meet your old lady in the club.
But my thing is, I'm
Whoa.
not just shaking.
Definitely, I ain't gonna.
See,
I disagree.
But I'm not like.
I ain't gonna co-sign that, but I ain't gonna disagree with it either. You know what I'm
As a
saying?
female though, why you just? I mean, a lot of females are comfortable. I feel like I'm uncomfortable. Like I need to be there with somebody to just start, throwing a little.
But-
I'm
but-
not just throwing
but-
it in the air.
But I guess what I'm saying is, if you go out to eat, if you go out to the club, are you not going with the intent to want to shake some ass? Let me ask that. Are you going? If you're going out
With somebody,
if you're going out, are you going with the intent to want to shake some ass?
I think I'm just going to have a good time. I don't know what I'll be going out.
So what are you going out to do?
It's good time for me. It's not always shaking ass.
No,
like-
but I'm saying to the club specifically. You can go out and have a good time at a lot of different places.
I'm
You
gonna
go to
rap
the
to
club.
the music. I might if I'm drunk enough. But like my thing is, in Colombia or I don't want to say South Carolina, but in Colombia, like there's a lot of standing on the walls that's going on. Like men don't really dance with women and stuff.
And
like
why is that?
When you go to Atlanta, like the men, well, when I'm going to Atlanta, the men are like, let's dance, let's do this. So it's fun, it's easy. Here, I'm like, I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna.
If you ask a woman to dance in Columbia, South Carolina, how do you think that's going? If a man came up to you, and
if he just actually come up, they be so drunk, they just gonna start
No, we're not talking about they. We're talking about you.
Me. If a man asks me to dance,
if we're in the function, this man walks up to you, let's dance. That's why they don't ask right there. That is why they don't ask, and that is why they stand against the wall. And this is why we're keeping it 100% authentic.
Men have asked me to
Delight
dance
podcast.
before in ATL.
Because be lying.
So I've danced with guys before, but it just hasn't been in Colombia. I've never been asked in Colombia.
But I guess what I'm saying is
that Rizz. Dude, and it's not a place. I'm not about
to sit here and let this happen.
Charlotte, Atlanta, I will say, I'm not saying that it's the men are better there. I'm just saying I personally haven't been asked in Colombia, but in Charlotte and Atlanta I have, and we just had a good time. Like they just smooth with it.
I think people have Whitney Houston aspirations. Excuse me. Women around here, let me correct it. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Women in Colombia have Beyonce desires with Whitney Houston habits, and that's why they don't get.
What does that mean?
So, what did Whitney Houston do? Crack cocaine. That's what Whitney Houston did. Beyonce is what? The standard. Argue with your grandma. But so with that, I feel like a lot of women here in Colombia are walking around saying like, look, they are putting themselves on this Beyonce pedestal, but it's like you're expecting me to chase after you when you move like a Whitney Houston person, or you move on Whitney Houston habits, and maybe crack cocaine is a little bit of a stress.
A bit much.
But the point I'm getting at is, I'm gonna have to edit this out for real because this shit sound wild. But the point I'm getting at is like there's a level of like holier than thou attitude that is like, it's like, bro, we're in Colombia, like let's just have a good time. It's not even all of that. And for it to get to a point where it's like, okay, boom, can I dance with you? Hell no. Like it's like,
you're
bro,
so right. Like some women are really just like,
okay, like I'm
wow,
sorry, we're having a good time in Colombia.
If
it was Atlanta, it would have been like, oh, well, we're in this, like, but and I don't subscribe to that. I'm gonna have a good time wherever I'm at. If it's in Colombia, then that is what it is. But if it's in if it's in Houston, then that's not going to be a different me. It's just going to be a different location.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's a good perspective.
That they can go out there, comfort zone. But it's really the same thing.
I'm sorry about the Whitney Houston and Beyonce thing. That was a little wild. As I sit back with it. That was crazy.
Seeing where you was going with it.
It made sense, but I didn't.
But it does make sense. So men.
Good point. Terrible delivery. Yeah. Terrible delivery.
So men in Colombia feel like women kind of they move in let's see. Women are just men in Colombia feel like women are trying to be something they're not, basically, right now. And that's why, because like a lot of men, like, because I'm from Colombia, grew up, and I'm like, they don't believe in dates, they just want to link. And I was thinking maybe it's because, women do make it so easy, or, they just have so many options. But I'm like, there's no dates, there's no, conversations. People don't know what to say anymore. And so it's just like, stay in the house.
I just think Colombia is small. It's small.
You see the same people. I feel like you see the same people at every function.
Yeah.
So if you go out enough, you'll see the same people. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
At that point, you start to know people.
Yeah.
You know what they're gonna do.
And I like
the same people.
Yeah. I like to not be known. Like, that's just my thing. I don't want to be known.
I think that's the problem with Colombia. You know everybody in there. So
yeah.
It's like,
I love when people have no idea who I am.
So Jake, are you going? I mean, I'm asking this, but I know the answer. Like, are you going into the function like, all right, I'm about to go catch a couple of dances or whatever the case may be, but like, I think that's
the answer.
I think can you let me finish formulating my question?
No, Jake.
No. No, that's not.
JG be going in there.
I'm digging a hole for myself today. I'm really not doing good
You're
at
not,
all.
you know it's
These
fine.
mimosas is whooping my ass, and I'm just fighting for life.
It's a long weekend, right?
Bruh,
Fighting
what?
for life.
Long weekend.
Bruh, I need water. Anyways, bruh, what I'm saying is like, okay, you're not just going. Are you going in there just anticipating dances and like motion and vibes, or is it like it's a combination of like I actually am trying to enjoy my group that I came with. So it's like, it's not always because I definitely feel what you're saying.
That's what you're saying. So look, it's like you said, a combination. At one point, you're not gonna just stand around and be in a circle with everybody. You're not gonna talk to 5 people with 200 people in the room.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go in there and see what's going on. So if you see an opportunity, you gotta take it.
Definitely, and I get.
Horny.
But what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying in that regard is if that's what you on, like if you're, it's tailored to where your mind is in that moment or where you're in that
especially
space.
in that time, like
You know what I'm saying? Because
some
like,
nights are different than others.
and I mean, I don't think that. I think one that people got to always consider the context, and it's very hard because we in this like. I would call it like a flex type culture where like everybody got to be the hardest out or everybody got to look the best or they crew had to be the whatever. But like when you going out on those type of times, especially just going out to the club specifically, like just I feel like you got to remember it's a good time. So like whether you acting like a little goofy, whether you want to dance with somebody that come up to you and ask you to dance and you feel like dancing, like I feel like we just need to kind of be a little more. I definitely feel like we need to be a little more, not lenient, but forgiving in those scenarios because the place is created solely for a good time.
Good
Yeah,
time,
absolutely.
I think.
You can't go in there.
I feel like when I go out too, I'm always thinking like I want to have fun. Like I be hoping like it's gonna be just fun, no.
But you play a role. I guess is what I'm saying.
I do play a role in that. Sometimes I'm just like I just be standing there sometimes and like I'm like I'm not really feeling it because then they play just trap music all the time, like just strictly trap. And I'm cool with that, but it's like you can't really dance the gunshots and
This
stuff
sounds like a local
like
party
that.
right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I'm
Broad
just like,
River.
you really did. Anybody lives on Broad River, I suggest you move.
Hey,
Nah, the
no. I lived on the river for a year and some change. Okay, well.
I grew up over
My
there for a
apartment
little
got
bit, and
shot
I
up, so never mind.
exactly
Your
no.
apartment is not the only one that got shot up.
Definitely not.
I
Definitely.
was over there.
Yeah.
Mine got
People
shot
are
up.
getting robbed over there. It's just you know what?
All right, maybe not. Maybe not Broad River. Okay, cool.
There's some good spaces on Broad River.
Yeah,
They're
there was some good
trying to
stories.
build it back up, but it can be a little suspect.
It's some good stories from Broad River Road back in the
I
day.
bet it
Unforgettable.
is.
Unforgettable. Broad River is legendary.
Hey.
If you was there, then you know.
You know.
We'll never tell.
We'll never tell the story.
Things we did. All right. Things we.
Right.
I say don't leave me now. Things we did, we'll never tell.
Champagne Delight Challenge.
What's the challenge?
Champagne Delight Challenge.
I was waiting on you to get to. You gotta wait till your voice come back.
Your first
Okay, 'cause
Champagne
I'm like,
Delight
this-
Challenge.
Lord, G.
All right. We got Key here. We got 3 guys. We're talking about Rizz.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the challenge
Like
is
to say.
Key, you're our judge.
Okay.
Key is the judge.
Oh my God.
You're a random girl at the party.
No.
We each got to approach. Shoot your
Y'all
shot.
make the worst person.
Shoot
I'm
your
so
shot in 30
standoffish.
seconds. 30 seconds.
I need my shades. I need
Oh,
my
you gotta have
shades.
30
shades. You
seconds.
gotta.
I need my shades. Oh,
my
wait,
gosh.
no. One of y'all go. One of y'all.
Y'all, but
I
just
know
know I
first.
play
I
all
know
day. I'm a
first.
very silly person. Like,
All right.
All right, I'm going first. I'm
All
going
right,
first.
Derek, go ahead.
Lord Jesus.
I don't want to make you laugh. Let me keep my face straight.
Oh, I'm not gonna laugh. This is Rizz. This is Rizz time right now. It's all serious business.
I'm gonna just act like I'm standing here in a cute dress.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Am I supposed to answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how this works. That's how this works.
I'm Kiana.
Okay, nice to meet you. You live around here?
Yeah.
Or did you come out here by yourself?
No.
Or who you with? Who all you came with?
I'm here with some friends and stuff.
For sure. So tell me, like, what's some of the do you work around here? Like you work around the area?
Yeah. I'm a news reporter around here.
Say no more. We gotta exchange contact information. What's your Instagram?
I don't know that by heart. Let me pull out my phone. This is something I really.
That's fine. Take your time.
Okay, let me see on Facebook.
All right, that's over.
All right, so that's,
okay.
You got a number.
Let me say though.
He got an Instagram.
Right.
That's all you gotta go for.
You're always gonna get the social media.
That's all you gotta go for.
Like a man is always gonna get the social media.
I always feel like if I meet you in person, I feel like I should get the number.
Facts.
Oh, really?
If I met you in real life.
Yes. I want the number. I'm going for the number every time.
But look, the Instagram is not a bad, fallback.
Let me tell you why.
You can always get the number at a later time.
Let me tell you why.
It's fine, don't worry about
I feel like social media makes a girl feel more comfortable.
And I'm saying in my position, one is that, but two, I gotta do a background check myself because I got too much riding off people I mess with. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
But you know something though, social media isn't like if you look at a girl.
Bro, if I get it, I got these still on.
There's a few,
No, but for real, being on TV, bro, if I get if I mess around with somebody that got like a bad track record or some stuff going on, bro,
you're not gonna know that from social media.
They're not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know that.
their track record on social media.
I'm not.
I got arrested three times.
No, I'm not talking about that.
I got 85 bodies.
No, what I'm saying is if you too some people be too outside on social media.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I see where Derek coming from.
Are you out of pocket?
You go on Instagram, you see 4 reels of them inside the club.
4?
Like 4 or 5 out of like 10 posts. Half the posts is in the club.
True. They always outside. Okay.
That's all you need to know right there.
And I'm not saying specifically like just the club, but it's just like if what you're doing is like conduct detrimental, I gotta be careful.
So it's hit or miss, but.
Plus, you get into like if for anybody that is posting crazy stuff, because we both work in a place where if somebody posting crazy stuff, it's like okay,
and I mean that's
you might
like,
not have nothing to lose. Where I got
you, it's like if somebody I don't know you know it, but you know like what is like it's like yeah I can't really.
My thing is when you get the Instagram, you're now competing with 6,000 other guys who are also in her DMs. Right. You're gonna get lost. If you get the number. You now can get the IG still. Yep. You can still get the IG. What's your IG? I want to see it. I asked for that anyway.
That could be one of your questions that you asked. Like, what's
your
Well, you better. I feel like make it seem like you're not always on social media, because social media does make you feel more comfortable. Because if you're a woman that like a lot of people come up to you, they want your number a lot. You're gonna. Well, I don't know if other women feel this, but you have that feeling of okay, I don't want to just be giving my number out to everybody. So like, let's say you've given your number out a few times. You're like, I've given my number out enough. I don't really want to have everybody thinking that they have access or they can just text or call or whatever. So it's like you feel more comfortable with the social media, but then you do run that risk. Like, all right, now they got the social media and you're just falling kind of behind other people. But if they like you, then they're going to respond. Yeah. They're going to make sure we will literally search, through, let me type his name in. Did he post or something like that? So, if they like you, they're going to respond. You'll get the number probably sooner than later. But sometimes I know for me, it's like, okay, number, I don't want to be, especially if it's someone who lives in Colombia too. It's like.
I played a Jordan game over the LeBron game all day.
Now, if you come off as a friend, you're like, oh yeah, you're like, sure, get the number, whatever.
You're a LeBron playing kind of guy. I'm a Jordan playing kind of guy.
Explain that. What do you mean?
LeBron has been to the finals how many times?
A lot.
How many times has he won?
Not that many.
Exactly. Jordan went how many times?
7. 6.
How many times did he win?
6.
If I'm going, I'm trying to win.
Right.
Or I'm not going at all.
Period.
I'm playing to win.
Absolutely.
That's just me.
If I met you, the number.
Exactly.
Instagram is different. Guys tap through stories. Response back.
We're gonna pull my Rizz. We're gonna pull my Rizz attempt too for context. Just considering the circumstances, we're gonna pull my Rizz. We're gonna pull my shit, but yeah. But no. It's you next.
Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead.
I got 15 minutes. And I got to go.
This conversation gonna be 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
That's a good conversation then.
A good conversation, right?
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
But normally I like to be short and sweet. It's always the best. You don't want to take up too much time, because then they feel like you're just.
All that, get to it.
All right. So I'll walk up. Tell them, excuse me, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. My name is Jacob. What is your name?
Kiana.
That's good. I just thought you was pretty. I was wondering, can I get your Instagram or your number?
I would give it to you. I feel like that's simple.
But,
I'm not giving my Instagram.
From there,
Because you said Instagram, that's the first thing I would pull up.
Number, but then from there you can see they can choose. Sometimes they might just pull out the number. Boom. Good.
Because you said Instagram.
Jay giving them options.
Yeah,
options,
because you gave me an option,
Yeah.
I'm
You
definitely
gotta
gonna do the Instagram.
Yeah.
But if you would have asked for a number, I feel like, you know, a female, depending on how you are, like, you know, when you're going out, because women also go out to meet people. So it's like you come up, they already seen you, they like you, they can give you the number or whatever. They didn't see you or whatever, and you come up, they gonna give you gave me an option, so I'm gonna be like, yeah,
Instagram,
let me just give you my Instagram. You know, we don't really know each other.
Sometimes, you know, I just do both because sometimes 50-50 on a number. Or
Yeah,
sometimes you can just ask for the number. Like, say you already had, like, a previous conversation, you know, you can have the number. But, like, if I'm just coming cold, sometimes you give them the option. And you can see the vibes from what they choose.
Simple and genuine, I feel like, is best. Like, you know, you come up, you're like, I thought you looked really nice, you know, interested in getting to know you. My name... The name is always so important. I hate when people talk to me and they just jump in and I'm like, who in the heck is this? So I think that's important, but I think simple and quick. Yeah. And if you have good conversation, though, good
too.
too.
Like a group, you don't want like to feel like you trying to like hang around too long. They be like, why he standing by us for 30 minutes?
Definitely don't want to be
I try to
angry.
Boom in and out.
Definitely don't want to be the one.
We can talk
I'm so glad as women, like we don't feel like we have to do this.
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Watch
Rizz Bear. Rizz Bear.
Go ahead, Doc Rivers.
How you doing? I'm Quan.
I'm Kiana.
These your friends? How y'all doing? I'm Raekwon. Nice to meet y'all. Can I borrow your friend for a quick little second? Pull her off to the side. Quick little second. You look real nice. Just fit real hard. I just want to get to know you a little bit better. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my number in your phone.
I would give Quan my number.
I know you put your phone a random nigga. You feel me? I'm going to put my number in your phone. Hit me up in the morning.
I think we might just do something.
Take you out to lunch.
You might have did something for real.
Get to know each other a little bit better. It's cool. Right,
It is.
Boom.
I feel like he got me with. I feel like he did get you with that.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Come on.
I feel like you just introduced yourself to my friends. Now they like.
You gotta speak to the friends. You gotta speak to the friends.
Bruh.
It gave confidence.
Yeah.
It gave confidence. But everybody's deliverance gave confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. What did Quan give? Let me see.
I had to backtrack on mine real fast.
No, because yeah, it gave confidence, and I feel like Darren, yours came more from a like, okay, I'm trying to make sure you also are somebody I want to talk to too.
Yeah.
Like you weren't walking away from that with a fool. Like you talk to them and they like, oh, you know, they said something crazy. Like they would have knew when you walked away. He's not about to talk to me.
Right.
And then
I don't mess around.
yeah, and I feel like that's important though, because
Jake was quick though. Jake is like, hey, look,
In and
I'm
out.
just
Like,
I ain't even trying to
But
hold
he's
you up too
definitely
Yeah, I
long.
don't
gonna
hold you
get-
up too long,
Yeah.
you know?
he's definitely gonna give females, because you were short and quick. They're gonna think about that when they leave.
Respectable.
I feel like he put on a production, so everybody's gonna think about that when he leaves. They can be like, girl,
Well,
like
I
he
did
pulled you
something,
to
but at
the
the same
side,
time,
like.
The
like,
friends
he does
is
a lot.
important.
Then he, like, you know, you
If you
grab
don't
the hand
acknowledge
or
the circle,
something,
yeah.
like.
If you don't acknowledge the circle, it's already like, oh, he trying to be slick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me tell you- let me
Not
tell
like
you-
that though. Not like that. I feel like a lot of women know, like, dang, this dude gotta walk up. It's a crowd of females. They probably all pretty, you know, whatever he trying to get. Like, most women know, like, it's kind of difficult. They just trying to see what you gonna do.
Let me tell
And you
this
don't
about-
have to talk to the whole crowd. Like, if he didn't say hey to everybody, like,
You good?
women know what they want, so they would have been like,
You might
okay,
have put some
so-
psychology into your head. Might have put some psychology into your head. Hear me out.
All right.
But you might have did something, though.
What she's saying about the friends, you want to make her feel safe. Yes.
1,000%.
yeah, when you asked, are you here alone or something like that, I feel like a girl would have been like, I would have lied. I'm gonna lie every time, even if I am alone. No,
Yeah.
my friends in the car, they coming.
Yeah, and I
But
feel
I
like
get
the
why
way
you say
I feel like the way like the way it's said matters, and that way is a little predatory. That's a little scary.
Oh, you're here alone.
So,
You hear about yourself.
even if you don't mean it
come
that
off
way,
like
even
that,
if you
though.
don't mean it that way though, even if you don't mean it that way,
come off
it's
the wrong way,
gonna be like.
Yeah, I got a trench coat on.
You don't come off like a predator. So had
I'm
you asked
saying.
a girl that in the club, she would have known, like, you just
And
trying
I
to
probably,
talk to her.
like, truth be told, it probably would have been packaged a little more along those lines. I don't think I've, now that I sit here and think about it, I don't think I've ever been like, hey, you here by yourself? like
Who with you?
I don't think I've ever been on no, like, that just sounds
Because, I
crazy.
mean, they could think, well, they
She
could
gonna think
think,
you
if
waiting
you
for
trying to figure out,
outside.
do I got a man, like, with
I'm
me?
gonna see you later. See you later, for real.
But let me get to my
That's
point. My
funny.
point.
Yeah, you got it,
Acknowledge
you
your
got it.
friends, okay?
Yeah, that makes
The sad
sense.
part
So you don't
about
want
it-
to, yeah.
The sad part about it is, women like men also have egos. Women like men who
They
are
don't want-
desirable. So when you speak to the friends and they
you
see you in the face, they now go, "Oh, he's cute." So now
They
she's
happy to meet you too.
Her friends are telling her he was cute, girl. He was cute. They're saying it to her ear. So now she's like, he was cute. I'm gonna eat him up.
Yeah.
Friends do play a large
That,
role.
I really
And if you
think
gonna get
I really
Come on now.
it's an unpopular opinion, and maybe it's more popular than I thought. I think the Rizz with the friends matters a little more than the Rizz on with the original person.
That's what I was just
But
saying.
do y'all meet
It
women a
plays
lot of the
large
time
role.
with their friends?
I don't my
I have
like
before,
I don't
yes.
Yeah,
It plays a
like-
large role.
anybody
Honestly,
that I haven't dated a lot of people, but the people that I've dated, like, they friends like me before they did.
Yeah. They friends always used to just be
For
like,
real,
yeah, we
for
like
real.
him or whatnot.
Most men
something
have
like
met
that.
me alone. They've never met me in a friend group. But I try to move like independently a lot.
If she got a gay friend with her, a gay dude,
That's the homie.
you in the clear. You gotta, what up, bro? Da, 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 da.
That's the
Boom,
Yeah.
boom,
That's the
boom.
homie.
Got to.
You'd be cool with him, he'd be cool with you.
Especially because they think you love. They know you're loving after that. Like you can already. Oh, they
Yeah.
just spoke to my gay friend. They didn't
Exactly.
even try to treat this person weirdly.
Exactly.
Like
Gotta
they already
speak.
like. Oh, okay. They can see
Yeah.
something about you.
That's crazy.
But like on that topic though, gay people know if you're not gay, so they not gonna do nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Because they can just tell if you cool with them, they gonna be cool with you.
That's facts too.
Really?
That's
I don't
facts,
work.
too.
I work
Definitely,
with gay people
definitely.
like,
Like,
and they know like they legit like told me they be like, you think like I can get his number? I'd be like, no. People that you really think that they couldn't get a number and they've gotten a number. So like,
Well,
if
you
you
lost
cool with them, they gonna be cool with
You
you.
lost me.
I thought you said gay people know if you're not gay. So if, like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not
So
gay-
that's what I'm getting at. So like what I was saying, that they know if you're not gay or not. So, but like I've worked with gay people and they would like, when I worked at Walmart like undergrad, it would be like people that come and look like they trapping, but they down low gay.
Oh, they look like real masculine, but
So
they
like
really
he went and
down
talked to
low.
them, like he was like, watch, boom.
Oh, so you
Like,
saying
you
they
can
know,
tell.
they got a good
So, like, they
radar.
can
So
tell, like, they
basically,
can kinda
if people
tell.
getting tried, then I need to, cause I do
Like, they
not
can
have
tell,
a
yeah.
radar. Like I don't know. Like
Well, I ain't gonna say
I can't tell, but
I
like
don't speak too
it's
much
just something
on it.
that
I can
just got
never
tried a
tell.
couple times, man.
But like if you cool with them, they cool with you. It's nothing.
it's just people,
Yeah,
you know.
they just-
Yeah.
So
And I feel like you
whole
just
different
make it
podcast. Whole different
Whole
podcast.
That's so- I
different
guess so.
show. Whole
Yeah.
different
Different
show.
show,
Listen,
different show.
Part 2.
listen, y'all. Are we good on this topic? Are we good on the topic? Anybody else got anything they want to add?
First of all, Kiana, who won? Be
You
honest.
know.
Quan
who
did
won.
win.
You know one. Come
Quan
on,
did
you know
win.
who won. I say you won. Again,
But
talk
I
about
like,
that later.
but the thing is, I like all the approaches, and I feel like women like. It's not one approach that they're gonna go after. Yeah, you won, but it's like, would they give you the time of day? Would they give you the time of day? Most definitely.
okay. So as a woman putting a bow on this, now we all gonna put a bow on this. But what would you say is like? What would you say to somebody that's trying to work on their Rizz?
Be authentic and be honest.
Just be yourself, right?
Yeah, just be yourself. People can tell when you're trying to fake, and then like living up to that fakeness or whatever you're trying to put on that you're not, it's gonna come out, and then you're gonna be more embarrassed because a woman will have less patience because like, why was you lying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And stay away from women who, if you do want to just be authentic and be yourself, stay away from women who not confident in themselves because they're gonna make you feel like you gotta be something you're not.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Stay
Jake,
away
what you
from
got?
those women.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Be yourself. Don't try to like be too over the top. Don't try to drag it out.
I think,
simple.
and I'll say for me, mine is real simple. It's just like be approachable.
Yeah.
Like for me, when it comes to Rizz, like understand that like human interaction is hard. It's already, I ain't gonna say hard, but it's like it can make people uncomfortable as it is, especially if it's somebody new. So like just be open, be a little more open, be a little more receptive, but also just kind of know like these are some things that's gonna check my boxes, and if it don't work, it don't work. It ain't the end of the world, but just
Yeah.
it ain't got to be so.
I've
Hard
been like
or
that
anything.
before. You be like, I don't know, because people are scared of rejection. But if you just, it's whatever.
Mhm.
No,
That's
you're
my
not
biggest
gonna
one. I was
reject
gonna say is embrace rejection.
it. Yeah.
It's been many times where I've gone up, got an initial no, and just like vibed out, was cool with it, whatever. They come over and kick it with me and all these things. By the end of the night, she's like, I literally gotten the comment of like, I thought you was gonna be weird after I said no, but like,
Yeah.
you was really cool about it and got a number after the fact. Like, embrace rejection is gonna happen. You're not everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or
Keep
like,
pushing.
if a girl asks you like, what are you trying to get out of something? Like get out of like us talking, then you could just always tell them, if it go farther, then it go farther. If not, you cool with that.
Definitely.
So just you can tell them. It's not necessarily like I'm just going with the vibes. 'Cause if you say I'm just going with the vibes, they're gonna think that you're trying to
Definitely, yeah. It's gonna be one like
If you just like if it go farther, I'm okay with that. If it don't, and we just end up being friends, that's cool too. I definitely told that to a few people, and that's we cool. Game. We cool to this day, like so.
That's good game. Yeah. That's good game. Listen, y'all, like, share, subscribe. Please, 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 please share some of these moments that y'all think that y'all really like from these episodes. We're trying to get some traction. We're trying to grow the page. We're trying to grow the content on all different platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, YouTube right now. My dog.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
My boy.
I've been trying to get on for a little while.
Thank you. Thank you for popping in on us again. You know what I'm saying? We're going to check in with y'all on the next one. Until then, it's Quan, Derek, we got Key, we got Jake. We out here.
Tryna change the way I'm living, I know this shit wrong. Glad they free my nigga, only seen him on the phone. Shit got real, I almost lost my life, thought it was gone. I was trying to make a move and I almost ain't make it home. Lately shit I'm going through, done changed my whole perspective.